Hey folks, welcome back. How are we all doing today on a Friday? Hope everybody had a good week, but I bet you'll have even a better weekend, as do most of us. Alright, so... Hewan does art. Hey, welcome. Good to see you this morning. Is it still morning? I think it's morning for about 2 more minutes here. Just finished setting up and then, yeah, we're gonna dive into this. Testing, testing. Sweet. Okay, the last time I got on here, I was babbling away for about 2 solid minutes. Comms were not working, so I need to make sure I do that like first. Alright guys, so this expedition... I spent a little bit of time last night just kind of offline because there were a couple of grindy things I wanted to knock out. So I'm going to focus on phase 3 and phase 4 and phase 5 here because I've done 1, 2, and 3 in my prior 2 streams. And I even, knocked out a couple of these ahead of time as well. So yeah, a couple of these, like I said, they were real grindy, like the Excavate 80 bones. I probably put a good hour and a half into that last night to get it up to 79. I'll go ahead and find the last one at one of the dig sites. And then the other thing that I thought might take a minute was the memory stones. And I remember seeing these on the very first world we ever came to. And I even remember saying, I should probably get these now, knock out this quest, because I don't know if I'll see memory stones again. Totally shiny rocked myself, and off I went. Rate this game out of 10. Alright, so... I think I talked a little bit about this in my prior stream, the part 2 of the expedition, but that's kind of tough to do. I mean, I might even give it a 10 if it wasn't for some of the issues that it has, like with the building mechanic. Just like some of the getting lost for hours on end on some of these expedition quests. I think overall, fair rating would probably be maybe 7, 8 territory. It's a beautiful game. Graphics are sharp. I like the sounds, the musics. It's all on point. I like, being able to take off and land on different planets. The exploration is off the chain. I like glowy stuff, so if a game has glowy stuff, I'm already kind of attracted to it. But yeah, again, there's some issues there that I really wish they would iron out before I could, give it a 9 or 10 territory type rating. But definitely 7 or 8 is probably fair overall. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and dive right into this expedition. Folks, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. Excuse me. Alright, so, getting back to expedition stuff. Now, this was a phase... Well, it wasn't a phase 1 tasker, but back in phase 1, I remember talking about this. I'm just going to do it now. Investigate memory stones. And guys, this is the very first planet I spawned in at. It's where the game began. And I know there was one right by me here somewheres when I logged out the game last night. And sure enough, it's right in front of me. So just in case you missed my first stream, this is what you're looking for. This is the droid right here. And it'll give you a crafting spec every time you find a new one. And these are searchable on the combat visor. So it makes it real helpful, real useful. Let's see if I can actually find another one nearby so I can show you the icon. Okay, they can be a bit spread out. Oh, check that out. An unmarked grave. So if you're wanting your glimpse, that's what you're looking for. Kind of rare to find those just, randomly on foot, if I'm being honest. Alright, guys, there it is. The Written in Stone. Investigate 5 memory stones. So anyway, you're looking for an icon that kind of looks like the submerged relic icon. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any at the moment. Maybe I'll take off and land a few feet away, see if I can find another quickie. Yeah, like getting back to the sharp graphics and stuff and the beautiful nature of the game. I mean, look at that. Pretty awesome. Double sunrise. Nice colors. Just all in all, I really like being in the worlds here. Alright, come on, baby. Find me one more memory stone. I hope they don't cut off at 5. I didn't think of that. Actually, there's one right there. Memory stone. Kind of looks like a little... Honestly, don't know what that looks like, but there you have it. And just because I took the time to find that, I might as well grab my spec. Wait, where did it go? I did tag that, didn't I? Maybe I was too close to it? Because I know I tagged it. Okay, it's gone forever, and that's okay. So guys, I actually found a couple of other goodies while I was out and about last night just doing my bone collecting. I happened upon a system, and before I go any further and do any more else, I do want to unlock my reward. Dirty bronze. Dirty bronze. How exactly does that happen? When somebody gets the third gold medal, or the bronze medal, and they're not happy, so they throw it in the ground? And then it becomes dirty? Is that dirty bronze? Alright, Captain Tight Pants will ponder that question while we go into the anomaly here. The only reason I'm really here is to telewarp quickly. I want to get back to the world I left off on, which was the Dig 3 system. The Lua bug, or whatever it was called. And guys, I found it pretty. For those of you that have been following along with my streams and my playthroughs, especially with, you know, my quick start guides, and, you know, doing my base build, the crafting base tutorials, you guys remember how salty I was when they changed the world I had this animal from, and I could no longer post that image on my projectors. Well, I found a new planet with the exact same creature. I could not believe it. I was salivating. See, I'm going to show you how I found that, just in case you're interested and you want one for yourself. And honestly, it's been a great flyer. That helped me kind of get around doing my bone excavating. And it's surprisingly close to the Dig 3 system. Excuse me. In hindsight, I probably could have just stayed in my starship and warped there. Instead of, you know, taking time to board the anomaly and watch Captain Tight Pants run halfway through the place. Alright guys, so here is my fishing base. Now, I'm still having this glitch where there aren't any other bases spawning in, and I went back and rewatched footage to make sure, you know, I wasn't losing my marbles. And yeah, when I first got here, in my Part 2 stream, there were bases everywhere. This planet was completely full of them. Now I'm not seeing any other bases, and I've had a few folks comment now that they haven't been able to find this base. So guys, I sent a ticket into Hello Games, you know, about 3 days ago now. I still don't see it's fixed. So I don't know, Hello Games, if you're watching. I'm not the only one experiencing this. A few people have posted now that they don't see any other bases. So please help. Alright, anyway, moving on from that. Let's get into space. Oh, and for those of you that followed me here from the Zelda games, I'm sure you're going to really love this. There's a new addition to the base. I'll take a quick moment and show you. I'm not pointing the right way. But you can probably already have a pretty good idea what's about to come into view here. Oh yeah! Loving it. I wonder if I can fly through that. I'm gonna go for it. No! We cannot fly through that! Please don't break my ship. Yikes! Uh-oh. I might have broke my ship. I wonder if I can break the build. It's gonna break. Wonder if I can just like reload the game. So I'll chapter this one out to say what not to do in your starship. Tee hee hee. I've actually ran into this a couple of times now where I'm entering a space station, or the anomaly for that matter, and it's like the ship doesn't quite make it in the tunnel like it's supposed to, and it gets stuck. It's like hung up on the builds or something. And yeah, same type of thing happens. The starship starts getting wrecked. I log out, log back in, and it usually works out. Alright guys, so anyway, let's get into space. Hey, Countess, welcome. Yes, the Triforce indeed. The Triforce almost killed me. Exactly, not to be trifled with. Excuse me. So, I've been sick, in case you guys were wondering why I had to take the long break there. Oh yeah, that's been a lot of fun, and I just didn't... Yeah, I wasn't quite with it there. So anyway, here we are guys. Dig 3 System Luha Bug. Now to find that flyer I was talking about, you're going to have to kind of like look up a bit and kind of pan around to the left. And you'll see like a little open space here where there's not a ton of stars. It's kind of like a void. But then to the left of that, there's like a ton of stars. So kind of like to the part where it starts kind of like getting into a ton of stars, where that void's on the right and the ton of stars are on the left. You're looking for the King Kong system. It's not super far. It's not right next to it, but it's not super far either. And that's it right there, the King Kong system. Or the Iggadingong system. See, I'll just show you this real quick. I know it's a little bit of a divert, but I thought it was cool, and for those of you, again, that have been, you know, following along with me, you might be interested in this anyway. But honestly, it might be nice to have during the rest of your expedition. It's been a really awesome companion flyer. It's fast. It's pretty to look at. A lot of fun to ride. And let's see if I can find my base here. Aha, so it is on planet... that. Big, parched, ringed planet. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm glad I'm feeling better too. That was quite a cold. I was kind of having trouble talking there. Throat was sore. You know, the whole kit and caboodle, all the fun stuff. And I kind of felt better yesterday. Like maybe I could have streamed, but I wasn't quite mentally with it yet. You know, just kind of still feeling icky. Today I woke up. I was like, you know what? I can do this. Actually, in hindsight, I kind of wished I had streamed what I did last night. It was just, you know, I wouldn't have been talking much, but I still could have at least showed you what I had done. So anyway, again, guys, it's another uploaded base. Whether or not y'all can find it may or may not happen. But that's the name of the base, New Starfly. And I'll do a quick camera shot here so you can see planet address. I'll try to put that on some darker image there so you can see it better. So there you have it, just in case you're interested in the flyer. And guys, they've been pretty abundant. I've yet to spawn in here and not see them relatively quickly, within a few minutes. So now watch it, because I said that out loud. Now they won't spawn in right up. There they are. So again, super pretty, super fun to ride. Just, you know, walk on over there, feed them while they're landed. And this is what you will end up with. The first flight seals the bond. Yeehaw! And I mentioned they were fast. Yeah, these things have sprint. So, like, hot dog. I mean, it beats, you know, getting in and out of your starship 10,000 times when you're trying to find a landmark or whatever. I've just had a lot of fun using this, and thought you guys might be interested. So, enough about fun flyers. Let's get back into space and continue on with the actual expedition here. So it's basically the exact same thing as I found before, just a different color. I think the first one I had was neon green, and I loved it. But when they changed that planet, those things went away. So yeah, this is the next best thing. In fact, I might even, you know, try to tweak the egg to make it green again. That would be fun. Oh, yes you do, Countess. Yes you do. So much fun. Hey, Austin Stoner, what is up? Yeah, full mod support. I was actually thinking about that. I was watching another guy doing some kind of funny thing. But his movement system was modified. Like, he was able to use his jetpack to go horizontal. And I was like, oh man, I want me one of those. Like, badly. So yeah, full mod support, that would be swell. Yeah, I believe you, Austin, because I play Skyrim, and I've modded that. And then I tried to play Skyrim on my Switch again, where mods don't exist. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. No chance. Egg tutorial. That would be a good idea, Countess. Okay, guys, so Expedition, Dig 4, here we go. This is the system we're looking for. It looks like I got out of space just in the nick of time. Oh wow, Austin, no internet yet. That's no bueno. Yeah, I know moving well, and I know that transition period where you feel like a caveman because you're not wired yet. Oh man. Here I thought I was gonna get out of some needless combat, and here I am right in the middle of needless combat. So, I don't think they fixed the glitch yet where when you get out of combat and you still can't see like the space minimap on the center console of your starship. Like to see where the planets are and stuff in the space station. So I think the only way to fix that still is to actually land. Whoops. Diverting power to engines. Warp speed, Scotty. Ah, come on. There's no way they should be pacing me at this speed. There we go. Oh, and a freaking water world. So if you folks have commented on my fishing tutorial, because I know, guys, a lot of people, it's just not working out for them. So yeah, water world. Dig 4 system and Dig 5 system both have water worlds. Now, the bad thing about that is normally you have to have the Aqualanders, or you can't land here. So, you know, if you're playing the Expedition and you haven't installed those, you can't just land on the water. But, you know, if you do have your aqua jets, this is a good alternative, because the water worlds are always deep. Excuse me. And of course I came here during the middle of a typhoon. But, whoops. Yeah, water worlds are always deep, so come here at night, land on the night side. Look at that, depth 859, it's no problem, you're going to catch your fish here. So I would start with the shadow lure at night, and it should come pretty quick. If you're not having any luck with the shadow lure, because again, people just don't seem to have, not everything's working for everyone. So then I would try some of your bionic lures, or something somebody else posted and commented on. I wish I could remember the names of these folks. But they said to try, excuse me. They said to try equipping your bait box with a bone. So, oops. Inventory full, what? So yeah, if you're just not having any luck, try tossing these bones into there. And they said they caught it first cast. So whoever shared that, thank you so much. I'm kind of half tempted now to dig through my YouTube channel and see who that was. just so I could do a proper shout out. Oh, and while I'm doing that, I can, you know, get myself nice and protected from the elements here. This should just take 1 second here, folks. Honestly, I don't think I have a ton of comments on that video. Oh, somebody else used millworms and got them that way. So as long as you're in the right area, apparently there's options. And that one came from the Ida Jahu, if I'm saying that right. Oh no, I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'm sorry to the person that posted that. I don't see it. I don't know if I got deleted or maybe I'm just overlooking it there, but I definitely appreciate your efforts there and letting us know that. Excuse me. Yeah, true, Austin. Some games here on my Xbox, they won't even let me play them unless I have connectivity, so I'm glad you at least get to get on there offline. Alright, investigated 5 memory stones, done. So let's see, let's go ahead and get back on track here with Phase 4. That's what we came here for. And I will take off here and go to this rendezvous point. They don't call them rendezvous in this one. They're just called digs. But we all know them as rendezvous, so I'll probably keep saying that, even though I don't mean to do that on purpose. So off we go. The Dig 4, and this is it looks like a irradiated world. That'll be fun. And excuse me, I don't know what the etiquette is on this, so... But I did mention I've been sick, so yeah, this is gonna happen. Not quite completely over it yet. Just felt good enough to stream today is all. Don't worry, we're more than 6 feet apart. I will not get you sick. Alright, dig 4, bye-bye. All 6 of your dogs. Holy guacamole. If I was walking 6 dogs, they'd be pulling me down the street. Well, yeah, have a good outing. We'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging. Excuse me. Okay, somebody was talking about a bone cat the other day. I don't know if this is what they meant, like a cat creature that's made of bones. Alright, anyway. Okay, that's not terribly far. This is a great opportunity for my flyer. Speed things up just a hair. Oh yeah. Riding in style. How does it get so twisty-turny? This is probably where we're going. Alright. So I mentioned at this dig site we would get our last item of interest here, and I will clear that quest out. Booyah. The Archeologist. Hey, God Creator, what is up? Good to see ya. Not many. Just what you've seen on my streams, and I think I played about an hour, maybe an hour and a half last night, but it wasn't just grinding the deal. I was looking for different animals, different flyers, different planets, different scans. And, I don't know, so probably like expedition-wise, maybe 45 minutes to an hour actually doing the bone digging and memory stones. And yeah, I can't imagine I'll be much longer in today. It's just the milk run stuff, you know, building skeletons, which I got plenty of bones for now. Alright, get our quest for my guy there. Nice, nice. $7 hours? That's a pretty good time. Alright, I got a couple of rewards here to collect. Rewards. Inventory full. What? Well, doggone it. Hey, I do have a bunch of garbage here. I can probably get rid of that. I don't even know why I'm carrying indium, to be honest. They gave us these as a reward. I don't know if that was for cash or just, you know, maybe we need those at some point. I don't know. I don't need that anymore. I don't need the units. But I want to keep all the bones because I want to collect these skeletons without having to actually go grind for them again. I probably don't need salt anymore. Bye-bye. And I've got all these fish that I'm not going to do anything with ever. See, I'll just clear a few slots here for reward stuff and try that again. The Archeologist. Oh yeah. Okay, what else did we have coming? Uh-oh. What happened here? We got a couple of nugs. Okay, make sure I don't have any... Oh, yep, there's another one. Man, it is Christmas. Yes, please. That could not have come at a better time. Wow. That was a lot of inventory there they hooked us up with. Okay, so I'm all caught up on that. So now I need to reassemble Reptilian skeleton. Again, I should have all the parts for this because I have got a lot of bones in my inventory. So let's see how this goes down. I'm assuming all these count for Reptilian. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. There it is, bye-bye! Getting it done. So yeah, again, this will not be a very long stream at all. This is going to go super quick now that the grindy stuff is out of the way. So alright, go ahead and collect that reward. Ooh, nutrient processor. Yeah, we're going to need that moving forward. 150 quicksilver. Nice, nice. I need 2 metal plating, the bane of my existence. Of course, it just wouldn't be, you know, me unless I was crafting metal plating in one of my games. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Whip up a delicious bone broth. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? Let's do that now. Yeah, God Creator, I agree. That the fishing, that was definitely hard to work out. Definitely hard to work out. Okay, I'm not sure how this is done. Actually, that might not be right. Collect bones for the broth. Okay, I've collected bones. So I don't know how many need to go in there. I'm going to try one. Just see what happens there. Softened marrow. I think I already have some of that in my inventory, actually. So I remember seeing that before. And then I might be able to slap that back in there. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work, did it? Excuse me. Well, let's see what happens with the bone milk, I guess. If that doesn't work, I'll try reading more literature there on what we're supposed to be doing here. Bone milk into bone cream. Okay, but first let me back out and make sure that didn't trigger anything. It did not. Bone cream. Okay. Bone butter. Is this gonna go on forever? We got better bone butter. Now what do we get? We get nothing. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have to go back to the drawing board on what I was thinking here. Oh, God Creator, thanks. Yeah, okay. The marrows, I guess we need to dump 2 of them in there. I guess it threw me off when it said operation does not work or whatever. Yep, there it is. Thank you for the tip there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that definitely threw me off. The red light came on. When the red lights come on, I get scared. So just out of curiosity, God Creator, did you stream the rest? Or did you finish streaming where I finished watching? If you streamed the rest, I'll have to give that a quick watch. Awesome. Yeah, cool beans. Alright guys, collect reward. Uh-oh. Thought my game froze up there. I was stuck. I got a bundle of hairy seeds. Hairy seeds. That just sounds icky. Hairy seeds. I want to say that one more time. The word of the day, hairy seeds. Alright, so, moving right along our expedition here. Ooh, collect reward. Livingstone hard pack customization, okay. It's good stuff. My display for the skeleton builder. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to sell those. One of the Phase 5 taskers is to sell like a whole bunch of stuff and get enough units. So I should probably do that. Wait a minute, did I not? I might have already had it. Yeah, I think that's just the container to build it. That sucker has a pretty price tag on it. Alright guys, moving right along. So God Creator, I'm not sure when you jumped on stream here, but I found a really cool flyer. I pinpointed its location and stuff in the beginning. So you might want to back that up there if you're interested in that orange flyer. Pretty cool creature though. Definitely having a blast with it. Alright guys, Phase 5, or Dig 5, or whatever this is called. Ooh, and it's a green star system. That's different. Yeah, I bet, God Creator. I was actually just thinking about that when I was putting my own down there and leaving it. I was like imagining being in multiplayer mode and there being like an endless forest of those things. R1 button, and then... Okay, I'm gonna try that. I don't know what my R1 button is on Xbox, but I'll figure it out. I thought that was a mod or something. The dig 5. Right bumper, got it. Yeah, definitely speed up walking, because wow, I spend a lot of time just dashing. Kind of funny, that's not a real obvious, unless I've missed it, you know, in the tutorials, a command. I never knew about it. Alright, so... Oh, sweet! Look at me go! I feel like Michael Jackson, moonwalking. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate the tip there. Am I doing it right? Or do I have to, like, keep him held down? Combine it with sprint, okay. Sweet. Oh yeah. I'm sideways and kind of looks funny with his legs dangling. Yeah, cool. Thanks for that. Appreciate the tip. See if I can remember to use that moving forward. So it looks like I'm heading that way. So speaking of that flyer, I am loving this thing. Honestly, I think it's just as cool as my green one was. I think for the aesthetics of a base, you know, the projector, I probably prefer the green. But this is cool too. Ah, that's where we're going. Oh wow, it's storming. Alright, where's my point of contact? Let's get her done. I'm gonna do this by the numbers this time. Rewards. Ooh, inventory. More inventory. Of course, I probably don't need it anymore. Honestly, I wish they had stocked us up with this inventory like in the beginning of the expedition. Because I know that got very tight. With all this, you know, bone collecting, running around the planets getting 80 bones. But, well, we have it now, I guess. Collected an entire skeleton. Oh, yeah. Feels like I'm getting a lot of rewards for doing absolutely nothing at this point. Alright, let's do this last exhibit here. Whoops. Torso. Alright, hopefully that one sells for a pretty penny. And there it is. Hey, I got no cool music that time. I feel cheated. Now I got my cool music. Okay, I am no longer cheated. The balance is restored. Let's see what that sells for, shall we? Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, I should have the units here in selling power. Sweet. Alright guys, last but not least, we need to go sell these suckers. And then wow, that's it. Expedition's done. So really, the grindy parts were my first 2 streams. Part 3 here was just doing the milk runs. Very nice. Oh look, my flyer pooped. Speaking of which, I should probably go ahead and dismiss him. He said honk honk. I'm honestly not sure. I have no idea how long my 2 streams were in the beginning. I think I played for about 2.5 hours the first night and closer to 2 hours the second night. But honestly, I can't remember. That first stream might have gone on longer because I remember I was doing a lot, just experimenting a lot, having a lot of fun, exploring. As I tend to do, get shiny rocked. Is there no space station here? Ugh. Oh, wait a minute. I saw a quest icon. Wonder what that was for. Maybe that's why I didn't see the space station. The quest icon might have been blocking it. Ignore the shiny rock. Ignore the shiny rock. I had to write that on the chalkboard 10,000 times. So let's see, I need about another... Oh wow, I need yeah, about 1.5 mil there, give or take. I don't know if I've got that. It'll be close. And one thing I wasn't sure about, which I'm about to determine, is do you have to sell the individual bones? Or do you have to sell the complete skeletons? So I'm going to look at my amount here. I've got 1124. I'm going to sell 1 bone. Or 2 bones, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, those count too. The amount went up there. Of course, not near as much as you're going to get for the overall skeleton, but that just gives you, you know, some other options there just in case you're a little bit short. So there's that. I'm up to 1.7, 1.8 if we're rounding. If I had known that, I would have sold a lot of these a long time ago. Dude, we're getting close. Where's that last one at? Score! Rags and bones. Done, baby. And there's our cool music. You win! Alright guys, Captain Tight Pants has emerged victorious. Let's go ahead and get our rewards. And this time I made real good and sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, thanks Countess. It was a fun expedition. I don't like the fishing, I'll be honest. The fishing isn't for me, but I got through it. Oh wow, look at all these cool starships. Oh, that was an A-class! Get back here! I like the look of that one, but it's garbage. Man, I'm shopping for parts. Living Stone Customization set. I have no idea what that is. I kind of like that wing design. Not gonna lie. Look at me getting all shiny rocked. Alright, stop it. Knock it off. Detention. That's a pretty airship, though. Anyway, am I done? Done? I think I got all my rewards. I think we're done. Show us your time. Honestly, I don't even know if I know how to do that. Distance traveled, systems traveled, units. Honestly, my time is going to show a big amount because I did my base building for the fishing base in this save file. And guys, I probably spent about 5 hours building that base, so... Yeah, God Creator, this is not going to be a good accurate time of the amount of time I actually put into the expedition. I was trying to, you know, do people a solid and build a good fishing base, so it's a real shame it's not viewable to people now. Hopefully they fix that before the expedition ends. But yeah, I'm not seeing a time anywhere, unless I'm just missing it. Title screen? Here? I think that 327 hours is the overall save file, not necessarily the expedition. Yeah, because that's my primary save file, and that's a running total. So, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's just not showing me expedition only. But yeah, good, accurate expedition, like how many hours I actually, you know, spent doing the quests and stuff. That would be adding up my first 2 streams. Probably another 45 minutes to an hour last night, you know, getting the 80 bones. And then whatever I spent today. I think I've been on about an hour today. See, all in all, not bad for me. I think my first expedition, you know, I didn't know anything about expeditions. I knew nothing about what I was doing. I didn't understand the concept of, you know, sticking to the systems they take you to. And I was unfamiliar with other aspects of the game anyway, like pirate systems. I just kind of stayed away from those. So yeah, that one of those expeditions, wow, I was just getting stuck. Like, I probably spent a good 10, maybe 12 hours. One of those streams individually was like over 6 hours. It was an insane amount of time that I spent on that expedition. So honestly, I think this one probably overall, you know, a good rough estimate would be about 6 hours, which is probably my quickest expedition yet. So yeah, moving right along. But again, guys, I get shiny rocked a lot. Like, I'm not a speedrunner. Like, I cannot just get into an expedition and go from quest to quest to quest to quest to quest. I just don't operate that way. My brains do not allow that to happen. So, yeah. I think my expeditions are probably going to be a good, 6 hours or more moving forward. But anyway, guys, hey, it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to make you watch me do the back-end stuff here. I just figured I'd go ahead and do a quick outro and catch up on comment stuff. Oh, you do your expeditions on new saves. Okay. Yeah, see, I like to go in with some mats. One of those expeditions, I realized I was just running around grinding for a lot of, like, carbon and stuff, and I was like, it made me feel icky. Not only that, running around every time I needed a new crafting item, so I don't know, I like to speed things up a little bit by bringing things. But yeah, I mean, a new save file, that's cool too, because you could actually, start fresh. Completely new character, not taking anything in with you, that's fun. A little bit of an extra challenge. Not only that, you would actually get to see your hours put in, so that's fun too. Yeah, God Creator, back to base building, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm going to do anymore. If you guys have ideas, I'm all ears. I was really trying to think, like, Sunday. Get back onto my regular schedule Sunday night. But I don't know what to do anymore. Like, the base is done. The egg thing would be a good idea, Countess. But again, beyond that, I'm running out of ideas on what to do in No Man's Sky anymore. Yeah, Countess, I did. The new Nintendo Switch. It's expensive. I think right out the gate they were quoting around $450, pushing $500 range. And that was already like, ouch. That's a big ask. But then I just read a news article yesterday about tariffs possibly being tacked onto that, which is going to add several hundred. So it's going to be up in the $600 to $700 range base. That's not going to be like the higher end models. So I don't know. I don't know if the Switch 2 is going to be for me. Not anytime soon. But yeah, it looked pretty interesting. I like how they had like a multiplayer aspect in the Zelda games where you could like share crafting specs with friends and stuff, and they just had a lot to it. But again, that's a big dollar amount, so that might be a down the road endeavor for me. God Creator, are you talking about my hair? If you are, yes, I have long hair. It goes down to about my mid-back. And yeah, the sides are not okay anymore. That definitely needs a buzz cut. But yeah, guys, I definitely got to go. I have not eaten breakfast yet. I literally woke up this morning and said, oh, I feel better today. Let's stream. So I completely ignored my hunger. Hey, Marigold, you caught me right at the tail end. And good to see you, by the way. And they put a hold on... Oh, I did not know that. Wow. Yeah, Canada's got everything. Alright, guys, yeah, I definitely need to eat. But hey, thanks again so much for hanging out. Definitely had fun today. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. And until the next time, as always, best of luck and happy expeditioning. Peace out, y'all.